Before you plan your 2026, pause for a second. Ask yourself this one question honestly. Do you want a busier year or a better one? Because most people don't fail their New Year plans because of lack of discipline. They fail because they plan without clarity. Today, we're not doing fake motivation, we're not doing goal pressure. We're planning 2026 calmly, clearly, and intentionally. Every year, people do the same thing. They write too many goals, unrealistic routines, copied versions of someone else's life. And then, by February, they're tired, they're guilty, and they feel behind. Not because they're weak, but because they planned from comparison, from fear, and from urgency. Here's the truth you need to know. Planning without clarity is just pressure in disguise. So, before we plan 2026, we need to reset the way we think about planning itself. You cannot plan a new year while carrying the emotional clutter from the last one. So, before you pull out your notes app or your planner, do this instead. Ask yourself these 3 questions. First, what drained me in 2025? Second, what did I chase that didn't actually matter? Third, what am I ready to stop proving? Be honest, no one else needs to see the answers. Because clarity does not come from adding more, it comes from letting go. And also remember this line: you don't plan the future until you release the past. Most people plan goals, very few people plan identity. But here's the secret: goals change, motivation fluctuates, but identity stays. So instead of asking, what do I want to achieve in 2026? Ask this: who do I want to be consistent as? You can be a focused learner, a calm, disciplined person, someone who keeps promises to themselves. Just one identity. Because when your identity becomes clear, decision making becomes easier. You don't need motivation every day. You just act in alignment. Now listen carefully. Do not plan 20 habits for 2026. That's how burnout starts. Instead, choose only 3 non-negotiables. One for your mind, one for your body, and one for your growth or work. That's it. Why only 3? Because when everything is important, nothing actually gets done. Depth beats overload. Always. The detachment rule. This is where most plans collapse. People get obsessed with results, numbers, timelines, validation. But here's the rule that will save your peace in 2026. Commit to effort detached from the result. Your job is to show up, to try, to act honestly. The rest, results, timing, outcomes, is not fully in your control. When you attach your self-worth to outcomes, everything starts to feel like failure. But when you detach, progress becomes peaceful. You still work hard. You just stop suffering unnecessarily. Let me tell you something important. In 2026, you will miss some days. You will feel lazy sometimes. You will doubt yourself. That does not mean you failed. Consistency is not perfection. Consistency is returning. Returning after distraction, returning after rest, returning after doubt. Don't quit the year just because you had a bad week. So if you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this: 2026 does not need a new you. It needs a more honest one of you. Someone who plans with awareness, acts with intention, and lives without unnecessary pressure. This video is part of my mindset series. Watch the next one when you're ready. Comment one word below that describes how you want to feel in 2026. That was all for today's video. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Stay aware, stay grounded. Bye bye.